Well, we certainly love to be green here at the University of Colorado, and look at those panels on top of the IPF. If you've seen them, you might not know what they're all about. So we're going to tell you about right now here at Buffalo Stampede. I'm voice of the Buffs, Mark Johnson. Dave Newport from CU Sustainability. I see them up there. I don't know what they're powering. Explain what we're looking at there.
Oh, you're looking at the largest solar array on the CU campus, and athletics made a decision to put that up there years ago when we built the indoor practice facility.
Okay.
And it powers more than that building, which, as you know, has got a football field and an NCAA track inside it.
Yep.
It actually helps fire up the Champions Center here as well, and lead to much decreased carbon emissions, greater resilience. We got power when the lights go out on the grid. And distinguishes CU for what they have done is build in sustainability, not just have a one and done feel good.
Well, so when something like that happens at a project that we know the Champion Center, the IPF was, that was thought of well in advance. I mean, this is part of the whole planning process that we're going to have these panels up there. They're going to help the sustainability and make sure we've got a green campus.
Correct. And building in the portable carts now with renewable powered refrigeration that we see now at the games and so forth is another tool in that toolbox to systemically build in resilience and climate action, carbon reduction and so forth, so that we maintain our leadership as the #1 most sustainable athletics department in college sports and continue contributing to a greater planet.
All right, so talk a little bit, you just touched on it right there. Talk about the refrigeration that goes on in the concourse around Folsom Field and how those are connected then.
Right, so instead of bags of ice and melting and all the energy that went into creating ice and so forth, all the horsepower it takes to move that around and so forth, using these carts now as we do, I think we've got a dozen of them or so, for liquids refrigeration, game time, saves time, energy, and money, bottom line, and carbon. It allows for adaptability of those facilities now in other sports like basketball and so forth, so we're good to go.
So who knew? Well, you're getting that cold drink at a football game. It's because of the solar panels on top of the IPF. And speaking of football, let's hear from Coach Prime, coming off the bye week, getting ready for UCLA.
I don't think we needed to get away and we needed rest. We needed to maintain and keep on going. Yeah, it's just like you break up with a relationship. You need a bye week and you want to keep on going. I want to keep on going. I want to keep on moving. I want to keep on progressing. I want to keep on going forward. That's how I'm built to go forward. That's how man and woman is built to go forward. And we're thankful. We're appreciative. We didn't have many injuries. I think we're going to get maybe a couple players back due to injuries. But overall, I think we've been pretty good injury-wise. Actions speak louder than the words. You can say what you love, but your actions don't line up with that love and that display of love. That's a problem. You can't measure the heart in football or in physical sports. So that's the thing that's missing, the heart of it. So when you're talking about love, you're talking about accompanying that with your heart, playing with your heart. And you could tell by the locker room how some guys practice them, how some guys feel the pain of it if we don't win, how their heart is in it. And that predicates love to me. But it's tough to detect that. I wish we could detect the heart. We'll put every recruit that we have on a heart monitor and see where they are. It would help us tremendously in recruiting the heart.
There's head coach Coach Prime Sanders. Buffalo's getting ready for number 23, UCLA on Saturday at the Rose Bowl in Los Angeles. We continue with Dave Newport from CU Sustainability. Hey, tell us about your partnership with DTG and what that's all about here and how that applies to what we're talking about.
Well, DTG has a product that we're using, as I said, for mobile refrigeration, which complements all of the systemic work we're doing on sustainability. And that allows us to be agile, reduce carbon, and decrease costs while improving customer service. So, I mean, it's full service.
All right. So, here at the University of Colorado, we're always thinking in this regard. And kind of the shows with the planning of the indoor practice facility and what we're thinking about in terms of the solar panels. What does this look like moving forward here at Colorado, maybe with Sports International?
Well, international sports, this is a place, again, where CUAD is really a leader. Rick George, our AD, has signed the UN Sports for Climate Action Framework. We're the first college in the United States to do that. Wow. And as now a global leader, alongside FIFA, UEFA, USIOC, and so forth, at really trying to contribute globally with these major international sports brands to decrease the carbon in sports, all sports, college and professional, obviously, amateur, and be a model to inspire fans to do so in their home, work, and play. And the multiplier effect of sports in general is unrivaled, and Rick knows that and is helping us lead the planet.
Dave, it really is fascinating here with Ralphie's Green Stampede, which you've talked about before, with the IPF, with the panels. I mean, Colorado's right in the middle of this thing and really leading the nation, isn't it?
It is, and has for some time now. I mean, the first time I ever met Rick, I said, "Hey, what about X and Y?" And that took about 30 seconds. He said, "Do it." and we've been doing it ever since. He gets it. He saw that there is no downside. There's only upside to this. It's leadership for the campus and for sports.
Fantastic. So on Saturday game day, thank Rick George and those panels on top of the IPF for your cold drink. Dave, good to see you.
Nice to see you, sir.
All right, Dave Newport, CU Sustainability. Coming up next here in the Buffalo Stampede, we're going to talk a little basketball. Hoops just around the corner.